Welcome to the Untrapped podcast, where we give motivational and inspirational tips about life, small business, wisdom,
health, wealth, finance, relationships.
It's about being the best you that you can possibly be. Hashtag Untrapped. Welcome to the Untrapped podcast. I am your host, Keith Kalfas.
If there's multi-millionaires out there, they don't feel bad about living in their big, gigantic, beautiful houses, opening up their garage door and seeing 3 exotic cars and going on vacations and eating all organic foods and blah, 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 blah. Why the fuck should you feel bad about making a couple grand a week? Okay? So don't feel bad. Today we did a shrub rip-out job. We did a bunch of jobs today, but one of the jobs we did today was ripping out a lady's shrub. She had a row of boxwoods, small, and then like a row of yews behind it. And I told her, I was like, these are going to be to get out, and it's going to be about $460. Usually I don't charge that much, but I knew they were going to be hard to get them out. We backed up the truck, the F-150, hooked up carabiners, like I'm talking heavy-duty tree climbing, roping carabiners with heavy-duty tree rope. We wrap it around the shrub, and we lock it in with the carabiner, not a stupid knot, because you'd be sitting there for 10 hours trying to get it off. It's a technique. We put pressure with the truck on the tow hitch while the other guy axes it, the roots. Shrubs just popped out one after another. Boom, 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 boom. After half an hour, we had all the shrubs cleaned up, and after 35, 40 minutes, we had everything cleaned up, and we were ready to go. I'm like, oh my God, $460 I'm going to charge this lady. We're really there like, 45 minutes tops. And I called her up. She was on her way home. I said, listen, lady, I know I said it was going to be $460. I'll give you $100 off. Can you do cash? And I said, $360 sound fair? She's like, oh yeah. She came home. She was ecstatically happy. And then we ended up cleaning out her gutters for $45. So we ran around on the roof real fast, blew out all the gutters. There's another $45. So that's $405 cash in less than an hour. And my guy was with me. I paid him his hourly rate, and I made out like a fucking bandit. And that's nothing. That's peanuts. Okay. Like I said, my buddy, he makes a minimum of $1,000 a day. He makes $4 to $5 grand a week take home profit every single week after week after week after week after week. He's got like almost 100 grand in the bank. And another buddy who's got like lots of fucking money. Okay. So why should you feel bad about making a couple bucks? It's not being greedy. If you were a master at what you do, let me tell you a quick story. Henry Ford, when he was getting his whole auto plant, assembly line going and off the ground, and then he was pumping out cars in production, the assembly line at the beginning of the Model Ts, one of the main machines had broken down, and, he's freaking out. We got to get this machine going up. I'm losing hundreds of dollars or $1,000 an hour, whatever he was losing, and they called out the top engineer who had designed that machine, and one of the guys came out on site to the assembly line, and Ford showed him the machine that had broken down, and the guy walked around the machine. And he's feeling the machine, tapping on it, and he goes, aha. He walks around to the very back of the machine, down by the bottom, takes his ball-teen hammer, and goes, whack! Hits the machine goes, and starts back up. The whole assembly line is back online now and working. And he writes up Henry Ford a bill for $1,000. Gives it to him. Henry Ford goes, $1,000? All you did was you hit my machine with a hammer. $1,000. He goes, okay, I'm sorry, let me rewrite this bill for you. He rewrites the bill. $1, tapping machine with hammer. $999, knowing where to tap. Now pay me. Get it? Knowing where to tap. It's your skill and your expertise that's worth money. You're valuable. You're worth something, okay? You gotta make some money in this world and go home. Because once you really start making good money in your landscape business, it all just gets reinvested anyways. There's been weeks where I've made thousands in 1 week, and then I gotta invest 2/3 of it back into the company. Say, my F-150, the rear end is starting to go. There's $400, $500, $600, whatever. The exhaust is leaking and is loud as shit when I'm going down the road. There's another $300 to fix the exhaust. Now we're putting so much weight in the back of it, with the trailer loading up all the tools, the ass end is starting to sag even though it's a 4x4. There's another $330 I can invest in putting new leaf springs in the back. So you're constantly investing. Your shrub trimmers keep fucking up on you. You gotta drop $350 on a new pair of shrub trimmers. You as the company owner, you've gotta make really good money because you're investing all that money back into your business. So I'm telling you, man, you can't feel bad about making money because you're going to run yourself out of business. Now, people call me, my phone is ringing off the hook for work, and I can't even get to all these people. So what I'm doing, I'm being picky. My brain isn't wired to be this way. All this money, I got to jump on it. John C. Maxwell, he's one of the top leadership coaches in the world in Leadership 101. He says you got to say no to the good so you can say yes to the best. You're going to get to that point in your business where you got to say no to the good that you would normally never say no to so you can say yes to the best. So you're going to be turning down $200, $300, $400 jobs. You can make that money right now. You're going to turn it down because you're going to be taking on, $500, $600, $700, $800 jobs. If you put that up, you're going to turn down $1,200 jobs to take on $2,000 jobs. And what I did in my schedule, we're booked all the way out to, we're booked out like a month and a half right now, down to the minute, 7 days a week, including Sundays, swamped right now. And I'm still making time to make you these videos because I care. But what's interesting is I have a job booked for a few $100s, one of my jobs next Wednesday. And a client just called me, wanted me to trim up some trees for $1,400. Well, I went in my schedule and I'm going to call that guy up, the other guy, and be like, hey, I'm sorry, but I got to move you back because I got to put in the bigger job money there. I don't do that often, but when I'm really swamped, it's grind time. The summer for you is grind time. Okay. This is about you. My buddy Jeff, he very successful entrepreneur, and he's also coached me. He goes, this is your fucking dream, man. These are your dreams. This is your dream. It's your business. It's your dream. Now go out there and do it. I'm proud of you. You're doing a great job. Now go out there and do it. This is your fucking dream. Get it? You're building your own lifestyle. So if you got a big opportunity, let's say you won the lottery, which is a bunch of bullshit. You're not going to ever win the lottery. You're never going to win the lottery. Yeah. So I hope you got that. There's no handouts, okay? And anybody you know a guy who knew a guy who knew a guy who got a free handout. Well, that guy is screwed now anyways because he didn't have to earn it. He didn't have to build the capacity in himself emotionally, spiritually, and mentally to be able to deal with that. So anyways, if you get a bigger opportunity somewhere else, what about all your clients? I don't know, subcontract them to someone else. These people are your clients and you do care about them. Some of these people you might even love. But I'm telling you, that this is your dream. You gotta make your money and live your dream. Because, I'm a grown man now. You're a grown man. And if you're not a grown man, you're gonna be a grown man before you know it. You might as well start fucking growing up as quick as possible and getting on the ball. Cause you're gonna have a lot of people, if you don't already, depending on you. One of my goals is, I got an old man. My mother died. It was a very sad experience and it made me grow up. But my father, when he's old, and he doesn't have social security or any of that shit, I'm going to take care of him. I'm going to make sure I'm wealthy. I could have a huge refinished, basement or side of my house or something that I can take care of him because that's my responsibility. It's our responsibility to take care of those people. If you got an elderly person in your family rotting away in a nursing home or something, that's your fucking fault for not being wealthy to take care of them. It's your responsibility to become wealthy as soon as possible. It's an emergency. And don't blow your money on stupid shit. Reinvest it to the point where you're so damn wealthy that you become that person that turns the tide of your family forever. Go out and get it done. I'm Keith Kalfas with the landscapingemployeetrap.wordpress.com. Go to that too. Like I said, the ebook's coming out soon. Bye.